All right, now y'all. First thing first, I'm gonna have you introduce yourself to everybody and tell them who you are.
Hi, it's your boy Lock, or Mr. Lockin on IG.
Cool stuff, man. So I know you ain't from Florida, man. You out here in Tampa for the first time. How you liking it?
Man, I love it, bro. My man got me out here.
I love it.
I would never be out here if I ain't meet my boy Loud. So, yeah, we out here. So I've been to Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami plenty of times, but I'm liking Tampa. Like, it's cool out here. I like the vibe, the weather. So far, so good.
It's the first time, right?
First time ever.
Yeah,
in
you
Tampa.
been to Florida, just ain't to Tampa.
It's never Tampa. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. That was up. That was up. So like really with the whole interview, man, I just want to start from the beginning to where we at right now, right? How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Cool stuff. And you were born and raised in Atlanta?
Born and raised in Atlanta, man. For
So
sure.
tell us
On
about
the
that a
south
little
side, Clayco. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I had a good childhood, I would say. You know, we wasn't rich or nothing, but you know, wasn't poor. Might have had a few struggle moments,
Yeah.
you know, but I had a pretty good childhood down on the south side of Atlanta. I think for 1 year we moved to the east side, stayed in Decatur for a little minute, for 1 year, came back to the south side. But yeah, I had a good childhood, man. You know, a lot of people, they say they look at me now and be like, "Oh man, you played sports, so you did ball." Like, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do none of that. I was a band geek.
We don't get into all that.
And all that. Okay.
Okay. So that was in high school you did that?
High school, from middle school to high school, I was in the band, bro. That's all I did.
What all instruments you played?
So I played the trumpet, was my main one at first. Then when I got to high school, they moved me to the baritone. A lot of people don't know
What is that?
is. The baritone.
I don't know
You
what
gotta
that
be
is
a real
either.
band geek to know what the baritone is, but
So those of y'all that are in the band, y'all gonna know what he's talking about.
yeah, for sure. Played the trumpet, baritone, the tuba, and then when I graduated, I had picked up the keyboard.
The tube is the
That's the big motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's really the first instrument they tried to put me on.
yeah.
But, you know, when I was in 6th grade, I was a little chunky, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be the chunky nigga playing the chunky, you know what I mean? I ain't
Chunky
want
on
to be the big
chunky
dude.
type shit. We can't go
Yeah,
chunky on chunky.
I couldn't go for that, so had to switch me to trumpet. But then when I got to high school, we went to baritone, and, you know.
That's cool. And you know you told me today you played the piano too?
Yeah.
But that was like later on though.
That was later on after I graduated.
That was up. So growing up, like, so you had a good childhood and all that stuff, man. We speak with like high school and stuff like that, man. You say you were chunky back in high school?
I was who?
You was chunky? You was
So
fat or
nah,
something back
so-
in high school?
This how I went. In elementary school, I was slim, you know, second.
Okay.
About 3rd, 4th grade, I started getting chunky. So from 4th grade through all middle school, I was chunky and big.
Fourth grade, out of middle school.
9th grade came, I started slimming down because I guess I was getting taller. You know what I'm saying?
It started
So,
evening out type.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I got really skinny. So when I graduated high school, I was sticks and bones, bro. Like, anybody remember me from high school, they will remember I was skinny. You know,
Okay.
when I was little. That's how it was.
So at one point that changed, like,
So it changed when I graduated. I went to college, I was skinny in college. And then when I got home, I was just like, bro, you know, can't be no bum out here. You know, I always wanted to be fit. So after I did my year in college, I got home and I just started like working out. And that's what I went to this local rec center down in Lovejoy, the rec center in Lovejoy. Went there, started training. I met my mentor. And then that's when things started shifting. I started getting big because my mentor put me on to some firefighters and from the city of Atlanta. And that's got me into the fitness thing and the firefighter
cool.
thing. So I started, you know, changing a little bit. I wasn't locked in like how I am now.
Yeah.
So I put on a little bit of size, but I was still slim with it.
But it was like
you
your
know what I
introduction
mean?
into
That's my
the
intro into
fitness, and then also
yeah.
you was getting into the
that's
firefighter.
what it-
That's
yeah.
cool, bro. I didn't know that. I thought she was okay doing that. Then you went to firefighting. No, that all is like one whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Let's
Yeah.
go. So tell us about your mentor at the time and how y'all got in touch. You said you went into the gym, but like how'd that play out?
My mentor, man, Mr. B, bro, Coach B, man. If you see this, got much love for you, man. So how it happened was I got home from college. I started like doing little runs, like running around the neighborhood. That's how I started.
Okay.
I started running the neighborhood. Sometimes I get my partners, they'll come run. It would be like 3 to 4 to 5 of us at a time just running around the neighborhood. That's how I started. Then we started doing a little push-ups or whatever. But then I'm like, man, it got to be more to this, you know what I'm saying? So it was a local, we started going to the local rec center, just me and my brother.
That's something like the YMCA or something?
Something like a YMCA. Yeah, because they got a pool, a little fitness center.
They got a little gym and all, everything there.
So it was like a YMCA, but we just called it the rec center.
Yeah.
Type shit. But got in there, it was 2 days after my birthday, after my 19th birthday. You know, so
What's birthday?
August 2nd.
August 2nd, okay.
So 2 days after my 19th
Leo
birthday,
gang.
me and my brother, we went up to the rec center, and we was just in there. We ain't know shit about working out, so we just in there fucking around with the little machines and stuff. You know what I mean? Just doing whatever, felt right. You know what I mean? And then my mentor, he old man, right? He just turned, he in his 60s now, but he was like late 50s when I met him. He was just, I don't know, he just seen us working out, getting to it, man. He just took a liking to
So he just put up on y'all?
He just put up on us in the gym. He was already, because he was known to be like
he was that guy
in
there.
the rec center. You know what I'm saying? He older, much wisdom, so he was known to help people out. He just, you know, kind of showed me and my brother what to do on the machine, because like we probably look like we ain't know.
Yeah, y'all just get into it. Y'all just jump in the machine and stuff like that.
So he just, you know, gave us some wisdom. And then,
do you remember what he said to you at the time?
I don't remember what he said. It was just, he said a lot, you know what I'm saying?
But was it like a one-time interaction? Y'all would go and start going there?
Bro, as soon as it was that one time, and we've been locked in ever since.
Okay, so y'all went and built a relationship from there, and then y'all started training from that point on. So what were some things he taught you, let's say in the gym, with like equipment, workouts, stuff like that? What's some things he taught you?
So he, it was like, you know, like little machines, like this machine, this chest press machine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know, he might have taught me like rep ranges, my first introduction to like rep ranges and things like that. Just
giving you little keys and tips like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. He didn't, I'm not gonna say he built the foundation. Yeah. But I didn't, you know, he just showed me a little something.
He gave you the rundown.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? You ain't had the discipline or like stuff like that at the time.
So
either.
really it was like discipline. It was like, you know, he just instilled some kind of discipline in me. But I'll give him credit because he's the one that put me through the door to the firefighters. Now when I got to the firefighters, they really showed me like,
so look, we're gonna get on that next. Yeah. In regards to the fitness stuff still, right, with your training at the time when you were 19, you didn't really know about working out, you didn't know about nutrition, like you just go in there and like no game. Well, most people do, they go in there and don't have a plan at all, they just find something to do, right? So what was a mistake you made early on that now what you know, you're like, damn, I look goofy doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't have done that.
Man, I was one of them, like in my early 20s, late teens, that's when I met him. I was a chest guy. So I was just wanted to work on my chest. That's all I cared about. Like that. I just wanted that big chest. So like, you know, I would just get under we didn't have in a rec center, they didn't have like a free weight. So I just grabbed dumbbells and just throw them up any kind of way, you know what I mean? Every day though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was hitting that big. He was hitting every day.
Tuesday, Wednesday, chest. Ain't no legs, I would do other stuff too, like, you know, I'll do a little curls or whatever, but I wanted to get that.
Nah, that's tough.
I wanted the chest, so. Cause I think, man, I kept getting, like, you know, walk around with your family, you know what I'm saying? Dudes, you had your shirt off, so everybody always say.
You with the chest, you want to look. With your chest out,
because I kept getting I kept getting called bird chest, you know what I'm saying? Like, from family members and all that, so I was like, nah, I'm finna show y'all. That shit
struck a nerve, man. Yeah. I'm gonna show y'all the chest now. Yeah, for sure, man. Okay, so Bond, right? You was in the gym. You was you had Mr. B.
Yeah, Mr. B.
Mr. B. Okay.
I call him Coach though. We gonna call him Coach.
Coach B.
Just Coach.
Just Coach. Cool. So Bond, you was in with Coach. Y'all was training. He gave you the rundown. Taught you a lot of skills and stuff like that when it come to training. But he introduced you to the firefighters. Was he a firefighter at the time?
Nah, he wasn't.
Okay. So what was his connection to the firefighters?
So, like I said, he was older. He was in his 50s, you know. It was another firefighter, older guy. He was in his 70s that be at the rec center. Like I said, Mr. B was the guy at the rec center. You go to Mr. B for anything, advice, fitness advice. He ran a chest club there.
Got me in the chest.
Yeah, he ran a chest club. Just anything you wanted, Mr. B, Coach was that guy. You know what I'm saying? So Coach had put me on to the retired firefighter. And the retired firefighter, he put me on with his people. So it was like I knew a guy who knew a guy.
That's so crazy how that worked. Looking back now, you know what you know. Cause at the time you ain't know how everything would play out. But that's crazy how like, okay, you met this man, and he done put you on with this dude who had the key to getting you really set up with a whole path, bro. You know what I'm saying? So tell us more about that transition. Like when you got in touch with firefighters, what was that like, and what were they talking about?
Man, it was different, bro. Like, you know, cause so like I said, I went from working out with Mr. B. He's older, you know what I mean. Mr. B, he's tough, you know what I'm saying. But like, you know, older, right? So I get around the firefighters. They're older still.
You got like 30-ish at the time.
You know, 30s, maybe like late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
So they're younger, right? And like they was really in there getting to it, right?
Okay.
So I'm coming in there, they like cool as hell, but you know, you see a young dude trying to find his way, you being a little tough on him, right? So it's like I'm coming in there thinking like, you know, take it easy on me. They wasn't doing none of that shit, bro. It was get your ass up, get down.
You were working out with them, or
I was working out with them.
That's all you were doing.
That's all I was doing.
Okay, cool. So you was working out with them at the time.
So I was working out with them, and they worked for the city of Atlanta.
Okay.
So as I'm working out, I'm building relationships, and I'm putting applications in to different firefighters around. So I was building a relationship with the city of Atlanta firefighters, and I'm putting in different applications. So they was just working out with them, and then, you know, like one of them, I got real cool with, man. He really took me under his wing. He was just giving me advice on like interviews, and you know what I'm saying. He was giving me the
like
advice
tips, like okay, when they ask you this, when they tell you this,
like how to get to where he's at. You know what I mean.
So when you were working out with them, though, were you working out at the fire station?
At the fire station.
So what, they got equipment there and stuff?
Yeah, they got.
They
got gyms. Yeah.
So they got a gym inside the station. Cause you pretty much living at the station there.
They live there, bro. Yeah, they be in the 24 hours at the time. So. Not every fire station has a gym. Okay, but the one you was like at, the ones we was at, they had a gym in there. So. That's tough though. So what, like they like on call? Like you could be chilling one day, and then one day you out there. And then it'll be some days like I'll come up there, getting a workout in with them, and then they'll catch a call, so they'll all have to leave. You know what I mean? Something like I got real cool with them to where like they'll leave, and then they'll be like, you could just chill till we come back type shit. That's cool, man. That's cool. Relationships are important, man, and you see where that got you having those relationships, man. So I'm glad you got to have that, bro. That's what's up, bro. For sure. So picking up where we left off on the story, you were working out at a fire station. You were putting an application at the time as well to multiple fire departments. Okay. So what was next? So it was just now I'm putting in the work there, but I'm still working my other job. Where were you working at the time? I was working at Walmart at the time. Okay. Working at Walmart, the night shift. That's tough. So a lot of times it'll be I'll work out with them, and then I'll go to work right after type shit. Okay. Work up early, work out with them, head straight to work. But yeah, so it was just I'm just working out with them, and I'm just waiting on a call back from any fire department. So who called you back then? So I and how long was it before they called you too? So I started working out with them in 2016, around Christmas, November, around Thanksgiving, 2016. That's when I started working out with them. And I was going through the process with the city of Atlanta. I think about that February, like they was already calling me in for different interviews, but it's a process to join the fire department. You got the, initial application, then you get fingerprints and background. How long was the process, you say? Interviews. Man, it just depends. It took a little minute, man. It took a minute. For you, it was only like 4 months, 6 months? So I didn't even get to complete, so I'll tell you that. So the process I went through for the city of Atlanta, it took about, I was going through it for about 5-6 months. Okay. So from November, it wouldn't even take that long. Let me see. Remember December, January, October, December, January, February. March. So it was about 4 months, about 4 months I was with them. I had got all the way up to the polygraph, the lie detector test with them. So it was something that I admitted to that I didn't put on my initial application. You remember what it was? Yeah, they asked me, about drugs or whatever. Okay. So at the time I stopped, so I used to smoke when I was in high school, like crazy. But when I got back from college, I stopped smoking. So they asked me like, do you smoke? I just put nope. I don't smoke because I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I was done with all that. So when it came back, they asked me my history on smoking, and that's when I said, well, you know,
right.
I used to smoke in the past,
okay,
but I don't, you know what I mean? And even though I passed my drug test,
after that.
It was like, yo, whatever, for anybody that got any advice
let them know
on
about polygraph.
Whatever you put on your initial application, that is your story throughout the whole process. Don't mention nothing else that ain't on that application.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't know the fire departments had to do all that. You know, with the law enforcement jobs, I know they do the polygraphs and stuff like that, and some of the similar questions.
Thing,
but man, that's what's up, bro.
Same thing.
That's what's up. Okay, cool. So you failed the first time.
So I failed that, man. I was crushed, bro. I was crushed. I just knew. You know, so I'm like, it's the city of Atlanta. It's the, you know, one of the biggest departments in Georgia. My guys, I done built a relationship with these guys. I'm like, dang, I'm finna be with my boys. It's like, nah, bro. So then it was just back to grinding. So I went through a process with Clayton County. I did their physical agility test.
What's that like?
Man, it was tough. Everyone's is different, but you know, you gotta carry weights on your back, walk upstairs, walk downstairs, cause you know it's a lot of.
That's what you're doing in the field.
Yeah, a lot of, you know, pulling dummies.
Like dummy, yeah,
you know what I mean. I done had the best time with Clayton County, and I think that's why they didn't call me back.
So
that freshman year, I didn't have the best time.
When you were working there?
I wasn't working there. I did the physical agility.
Okay.
That's like the first test for every department. You got to be able to do the job. You know what I mean? So I didn't have the best time. Like when I went there, it was a lot of boys that was like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I completed it within the time, but it was just so
like
many
compared to the other competition.
People, yeah, so they went with all them. So I didn't get a call back from Clayton County.
Okay.
They sent me a rejection. It's like I just kept getting rejected, right? Every department I went to, bro. Yeah. I probably got like 6 rejections, bro. Mm-hmm. Then Riverdale.
Where's that at?
Riverdale is on the south side. It's in Clayton County.
Okay.
It's a small city in Clayton County. I did my physical agility with them, and they was like hyping me up, like, yeah, bro, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got you.
Yeah.
1 month went by, I ain't get no call back, okay. Right? 2 months went by, I ain't get no call. Like, what's going on? So then I started calling them. Yeah. I started calling them. Like every month, bro. Hey, what's up? Sometimes 2-3 times a month. Like, what's going on with the process?
What they talking about? They
oh, you good? Yeah, not even running around. They just, you know, stalling me out. Like, we got you in the process. Whoop de whoop.
Yeah.
But I just kept calling them for like 8 to 10 months straight, bro.
So it's a whole, and but this time is from the first rejection. It's 8 months. This whole thing.
Nah, it's probably it was congruent. It was congruent. So like I probably got that rejection with the Atlanta, but I had already did the physical agility with Riverdale. So
but I'm saying from the first rejection you got, how much time was it until you was calling this job?
The first rejection. So let me tell you this. I started the firefighter journey in late 2016.
You're hired at that point.
I didn't get hired until June of 2018.
Okay, so I'm asking that to say this though, right? Almost 2 years this man took to get this job. After being rejected numerous times for 2 years, he kept going to get this job. He called these people. He's going to this one, going here, going there, going to the physical. They call it the PAA?
PAT.
He going to the PATs for these physical assessments over and over and over again. And he's keeping up. He's doing his thing to only get told no, right? Mm-hmm. Mind you, I did not know this story at all. This is my first time hearing the story just like y'all. But the fact is you got rejected over and over and over again. Yeah, and you said, man, fuck that, bro. Call him for you gonna get on. You gonna get here with one of these people, bro. Yeah. So, all right, what's in that? What happened next after that, bro?
Man, it was up, bro. You know, so like I said, I was, at that time, like I said, I was into fitness, right? And I wanted to be a trainer, right? Mm-hmm. So I had stopped working at Walmart at this time, and I was working at 2 gyms. When I work out anytime, and there was a boxing gym called Bangkok Boxing in the city. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing that, you know what I mean? Working with just the owners of the gyms, telling them I wanted to be a trainer. They weren't going for it, rightfully so. It's like, you just need a little bit more time under your belt. You got to get a certain amount of certification. Mm-hmm. So I'm studying for the NASM personal training, you know what I mean?
What year is this now?
This is 2018, right?
Okay.
This is like the summer of 2018, right? So I ain't give up hope on a firefighter, but I just was like, okay, this is not gonna be my main focus.
But what made you stay so locked for 2. That's a long time to be.
Yeah, man.
What made you stay so locked in with that? You know what I'm saying? Or
because I was still working out with them boys. I was still working out.
Okay, so you was around them, but you was in the environment with these dudes, doing the workout, seeing what they're doing, and played the influence on you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was still working on. So the firefighter thing never left my mind. I'm just like, all right, I just can't make it my main focus. You know what I'm saying? So I had kind of put in my head like, all right, I'm gonna be a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Because I was into fitness. I wasn't legit. You know what I mean? But I'm like, this is what I want to do. So I'm working at the boxing gym, and I get a call from the chief of Riverdale, and he was like, hey man, he said the only reason why I called you, right? Because it's not like I had just crazy numbers on the physical agility. It ain't like I was just this perfect candidate. He said, bro, it was a consistency because I kept calling him. Like I didn't get it out of my head. He was like,
look at that, man.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, I could tell that you really want this. You know what I'm saying? And that means more.
You can't buy that. You know what I'm saying? That's a characteristic only a few people have is that dedication and consistency, bro.
Yeah.
And look how even me, I'm saying like, bro, that was 2 years you going in, bro.
Yeah.
He seen that shit in you too, bro.
Yeah.
And said, all right, man, this what you dedicated, you real focused, you determined to get this job, bro. I'm gonna give you a shot, bro.
Yep.
So I'm saying to say too, you gotta realize in life in general, it's gonna be some opportunities you get because you have to go and take them. You cannot take no for an answer. That is such a big deal, bro. Like that is such a big pivotal moment in his life to get this job for 2 years. Finally got the job now, right? That he gave you your shot. So what happens next, bro?
So he gave it to me. I'm like, so around that time I had just got in with this dude that I was working out with from my school, and he was telling me about this contract that he does every year. He'll go to Alaska, right?
This was firefighters?
This is before he wasn't a firefighter, right? Just some dude I was working out with at the time. He was putting me on like, man, him and a group of his boys go to Alaska, and they'll be up there for like 2 to 3 months, right? And they'll come back with like 10 racks, 10, 12 racks, you know what I mean? That's a lot of money to an 18, 19-year-old, right?
No, 2 to 3 months?
Yes.
And they come back with 10 bands?
Yes. 10 to 12 bands.
That's not a lot though, bro.
When I was 19.
I know what you're saying, but I just want to see real quick, because even right now that sounds kind of crazy though. 10,000, bro.
You gotta think, bro, the average person only makes like $3,000 a month, bro.
That's about 3 bands.
That's at a decent job. A lot of people ain't doing, like, bro, I was working at gyms.
Let me think,
Walmart.
okay, 10,000, 3 months, it's 4 months. That's 40,000 a year though. But you probably get experience, put your hotel, they're probably paying for your food and stuff too.
All you gotta do is work.
So you're saving a lot of money.
You ain't putting out nothing. All your food, your housing, all that's paid for.
Okay, so that makes it a little bit different. You getting that whole
and it's
thing.
tax free.
So yeah, you getting the whole 10 in 3 months. Your expenses are paid for, and you're getting experience.
Yeah, you gotta think, bro. I was working at
Walmart,
10.50 an hour.
Yeah.
And at the gyms, I was making $8.50.
No, I get you now. Yeah. At first, though,
as a 19-year-old who ain't had shit, bro, I'm like, bro, I need that. Like, nigga, I'm finna be in I've never been to Alaska.
Yeah.
I'm finna be around people, and I'm finna come back with 12 racks. Like,
it's a win-win.
I'm gonna do that, right? So I was telling, damn, that's crazy, bro. So I was doing that, and I was working at a warehouse. I had a lot of jobs.
You working at Walmart and a warehouse?
No. So I stopped working at Walmart, and I was working at the gyms. But I was working at the gyms and the warehouse. And at the warehouse job, they was finna start teaching me how to work the forklift. Right? That's pretty big at a warehouse. Forgot about that.
You the man, you want that forklift, you the man at the warehouse.
So I'm like,
you the man at the warehouse, you want that forklift.
So I remember when he called me, I almost fucked up the bag because I was like, I was about to.
Oh, you about to tell him?
I was like, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go. I told him about the contract job. I'm like, I'm gonna go on contract. You know. He was like, hey, well, you just gotta make a decision which one you want more. Right? And I was like, well, nah, I want to be a firefighter. So he was like, all right then, I'll see you at work tomorrow. I'm like
that?
It was like that, bro. Yeah. That was June 27th. He called me. June 28th, I went up there.
Make a decision, man.
I did all the what's the name?
Do you regret that decision, bro?
Nah, hell nah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
That's cool. I'm just saying with confidence, you can be like, man, that little.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Forget the little Alaska stuff, you know. I would have never had no skills. That would have just been some little money.
That's tough, bro. Okay, so
no skills,
you
bro.
start tomorrow, man. What happened? What happened? First day on the job. What's going on?
First day, I went up there and I did the. So he was like, "We're gonna get you. You're gonna work admin hours from 8 to 5."
Okay.
Right. So I get up there and I went immediately to HR, and I did all my
the taxes and all that stuff.
Taxes and benefits.
Insurance.
Then when I was done with that, they just had me in the field. You know, I couldn't do nothing, so they just had me in the station.
Are you like certified? Like you have to get
At
certified?
This time? No,
I'm saying I don't know how that works to be a firefighter.
So yeah,
you have
I
to
was
get
a certified firefighter. Yeah.
But I'm saying you just got the job. You had to go to an academy.
I had to go to academy.
Okay, cool. So at the time you're on the job, but you're not certified.
I'm not certified.
Cool. So what was that next step?
So I was just, I was at the station. So they was like, you're just gonna work. You're gonna come up to the station and just, just get a feel for the state. The life. The lifestyle.
What's going on? See what it is.
So they will let me ride on calls with them.
That's tough. You just couldn't be.
I just couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just there,
That's still cool though.
I'm like the water boy. I'm just handing them stuff that they need. You know what I mean? That was cool.
You on the bench. You on the bench.
Yeah, you on the bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. The water boy. Hey, bro, go get me this. Go get me the actual thing. You know what I'm saying? They were just, just teaching me little stuff.
At that time, what were some things you seen on the job? Like,
I done seen so much. Yeah. I can't even go back to my first time. I done seen it all, bro.
That's cool.
So I can't even go back and be like, it wasn't nothing in my first, doing that. It wasn't nothing that
it wasn't nothing crazy?
Nothing crazy,
okay.
Compared to all the crazy shit I've seen when I actually got certified and stuff. So, I'm just at the station. I'm waiting until, cause it ain't like school's just going on year round. You gotta wait till an academy starts.
Yeah.
So, first day of the academy was in August. First week, it was a couple days after my 20th birthday. 21st birthday, actually, yeah. I think I was 20, 21. A couple days after my 21st birthday is when the academy started. So from June 28th to the first week of August, I'm just at the station going on calls. Just waiting, you know what I mean? Just waiting on academy to start.
So you're getting paid, you're doing those things.
Getting paid,
you're seeing, you in the field, you kind of seeing some things. Okay, cool. So when did you end up going to the academy then? When did you end up going to the academy?
When? The first week of August, a couple days after my birthday.
Okay, how long does the academy last?
So fire school is different for everybody. Mine was 12 weeks, so 3 months.
You're saying when you say different for everybody, you mean everybody in the academy or every facility is different?
Every different department might have their own thing. So I went through Riverdale. I was hired through Riverdale, but they sent me through academy with College Park. Riverdale don't have its own school, but College Park ran its own program. So we went through College Park's program, and it was 12 weeks. So
12 weeks?
12 weeks, 3 months.
Oh, that's sweet.
For a fire. So
what are the other ones that you got?
So you got to go through fire school and EMT school in the Metro Atlanta area. To be a firefighter in Metro Atlanta, you got to be a certified EMT too.
Okay.
So the thing is, EMT school is harder than firefighter school. So typically, they like to send people through EMT school first.
Okay, so it's 12 weeks for firefighter school. How long is EMT school?
EMT school, it just depends. So I went through basic and advanced, and that was about 7 months. So about 10 months of training, almost a year, 10 to.
You're getting paid during this whole time?
Getting paid the
You're
whole
getting paid and learning at the same time?
I'm getting paid to learn. That was my job.
Pete, that y'all, with these jobs, you're getting paid to go to the academy that this job is paying for. You get a certification that you can take with you almost anywhere. Because once you get a certification over there, you can go any city you want to pretty much, right? Mm-hmm. Cool, you go move cities, you want to move around here, there, bomb. Go ahead, take a certification with you, right? So that's number one, that's the finesse right there. Mm-hmm. Cool, number two, as you're working and you're learning all this stuff, you're getting paid.
You're getting paid.
They take care of all that, you're getting paid. So I think that's pretty cool.
That was my job, bro. Just learn what you need to learn, pass all the tests that you need so you can get in the station.
So 7 months of learning, EMT school.
No, 10 months.
7
months of EMT school.
Okay, cool.
3 months of firefighter.
10 months total, right?
Yeah.
The end of that 10 months, what happened? And how hard would you say those 10 months were? And then we'll get into the next one.
Man, fire school, a lot of people be like, it was easy, but fire school was tough for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say tough, but I just never did anything like that before. Yeah. So it was easy, but it was tough. Like, it was tough because it's like bro, you gotta face a lot of fears. You know what I'm saying? They put you in a lot of places that you ain't
It's
ever
uncomfortable.
been. Yeah, so you just gotta have that grit. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the youngest in everything I've done. Right?
Is it a lot of books or is it a lot of hands-on?
It's both.
But would you say like it's a mixed ratio?
It's both.
Good? Okay.
It's just you got to learn how to operate fire hoses, and then you got to get out there and operate it. You got to read the book, and then you got to do the shit after that. You know what I'm saying? So it was both. I would say it's nonstop learning, nonstop training. As soon as you get in the station, now you got to learn how to drive the apparatus. You got to learn apparatus with the fire trucks.
Okay.
You got to learn how to drive it. You got to learn how to operate it. It's a lot of things that go in. It's a lot of hands-on and it's a lot of book training.
Okay. So firefighter school.
With the firefighter school, like I said, I just seen, it was crazy to me because I'm always been the youngest in everything that I've done, right? I was 20, I think, when I started, 2021. So it's guys older than me, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll put you in mazes. You got to go through burn week. That's actually dealing with live fire. They set fires in buildings. It's called burn week, bro.
They set a fire,
and you got to go in there and put that shit out. Somebody who's never done nothing like that before. And you, like, if you would watch these movies and stuff, like, it's like, oh, people in the fire, you know, in burning buildings, you can see, right? In the movies, it's like, oh, you know, Johnny is upstairs, so I'm gonna run upstairs. It's not like that in real life, bro. If shit is burning and it's really cooking, bro, you can't see shit in them fires, bro. You really gotta move around. You gotta have a team with you to find the fire in black smoke.
So let me ask you something right now with everything going on. I know you're not a firefighter no more, but at the time they didn't have drones. But do you think like nowadays that's something they have drones that go in?
I have no idea what they're doing in fire now. I have no idea. I'm completely removed.
But that's still crazy, man. That's a lot, bro. Like you said, this is real. Like it is scary, bro. You going in a building with fire,
bro.
In real life, like you said, you can't see nothing.
You can't see shit in there, bro.
Do you know what you're going out there? Obviously, you guys are called, but do you know what the call is? Like, do you know if there's kids in the building? Is there people?
You might get sometimes like you can go off of what the dispatch tells you, but a lot of times you get on scene and realize it's a lot more to what dispatch tell you. You might have somebody, you know, calling 911, right? And they don't mention about people in the house, and then you get on scene, it's like, it's people in there.
So your ass got to get to work, and they supposed to playing with their life.
You don't know what's going on for real.
Every call you got to get, like, it's people in there, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because time is of the essence at that point, bro.
Bro, time is everything.
Damn, bro. So you get a call. They just say it's a fire in the kitchen.
It's a kitchen fire, right? Then you get there, and you got like you might have somebody outside. It's like you might say like, oh, a dad. He might be outside and be like, oh, my baby is in there, right? You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, now everything changes, you know what I'm saying? Because life comes first, right? It's you save the life, save property, right?
Okay.
So if you find out that it's potential life you gotta save, it's like, shit, all right, well, fighting fire is the objective, but you gotta have a crew, a team there that's focused on saving a life, the potential life that's in there, you know, so. You just never know, bro. You just never know.
So do everybody go through EMT school as well?
Not everybody.
That's the advance you talking about? No. What makes somebody decide who goes to EMT school, who don't go to EMT school? You gotta sign up for it?
Your department does. So to work in the metro Atlanta area, that's like Atlanta and the outskirts, you gotta go through EMT school. But I do know.
Major city?
Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's major city. But like in the rural counties, like I got a homeboy from Thomaston, Georgia. That's like south.
Okay.
You know I met him at one of the trainings we went through, but he wasn't an EMT, so they don't require them. You could just be a firefighter in certain cities and certain counties. But anything in that metro Atlanta close to the airport, you got to be EMT. So it just all depends.
Okay, that was up. So you made it through the academy, bro, right? 10 long months. All EMT and 10 months of going through that, man. You know, this is what you've been waiting for. 2 years of consistency. This is what you've been waiting for. Cool. Yeah. You make it out there. What's after that? Like, what is it like working a job? You certified now, bro. You supposed to know what's going on. Yeah. What was it like on the job now?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's easy, bro.
Okay.
The job was hard, but like the hardest part about anything that I've did in fire was the schooling. When you get in real life, it's like, schooling is long and drawn out, but a call could be 2 hours. So it's like,
Is there a call that you remember to this day?
Man, I remember one of my first cardiac arrests, right? It's
Okay.
a medical call. You get there, we get it's an old lady, you know what I'm saying? She done went down in front of her people, in front of her family. So we get there, she's on the side, she's on the corner of a bed. So a bed is like this, she's on the corner. It's a tight space, right?
Yeah.
We get there, she had her family member, might have been her daughter or somebody.
Start doing compressions?
She was doing compressions on top of her, right?
Were they right though?
I mean, we don't have time to assess. It's just like when we get there, get out the way type shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
But I'm saying that because like when I was taught, bro, it's, if somebody's doing good compressions, you don't stop them.
Okay, yeah, no. When we get there, we taking over.
Y'all taking over all that.
EMS get there. Well, we was fired.
Yeah.
We get there, just get out the way. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to, we getting her out the way. So we trying to do compressions and move this lady.
Okay, you in a tight spot.
We in a tight spot.
You need to get her out.
So we need to get her to the hospital. That's
Yeah.
like the best thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? We need to get her to the hospital, right? 'Cause
Okay.
they got real doctors there that could,
All the equipment, everything
whatever
they
they
need,
need, right? So it's like, all right, we move her out the way. I'm the new boy, right? So I got to do everything. Hey, nigga, you got to get your time in.
You the lead,
know what I'm
pretty much, in
saying?
this whole-
I'm not the lead. I'm the do boy. Hey, I'm not the lead.
But I'm saying though, that's a serious thing to do. Is compressions, bro.
Okay,
Somebody's life is in your hands.
That's not
at
the
that
lead
point.
though. That's somebody, but it's not the lead person.
What would the lead do in that
Lead
case?
person is down there. He's keeping
delegating.
track. He's keeping track. He's getting medicine ready. That's what the lead person is doing. You know what I'm saying? But
that's an important ass job though. I don't give a fuck what they call it. The bottom of the barrel. You got this person life. If you stop compressions, they gonna die, bro.
Tight.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but the thing was, we had to do compressions and move this lady.
Okay.
Right? So we get there, you try to do a little compression in that tight spot. I got to do compressions. Then it's like, all right, stop doing, we're going to try to move this lady, right?
Yeah.
You can't do compression and move her at the same time. So like I said, I'm trying to move this lady. It's everything going on. I'm new to this, you know what I'm saying? It seemed fast paced. This is not my first.
This like one of the first
This is what I
craziest
remember,
though.
yeah. So I just remember trying to move this lady, right? Whole family in the house.
Hysterical.
Right? A whole family. And there's some niggas in there. I'll tell you, it was some niggas. Niggas, girl, it was some niggas though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to move their grandma. I got grandma in my hands, bro. She's on the floor. So we go to move her, pick her up, boom, drop grandma. Bro, I dropped her, gang.
Say you swear to God, bro.
I swear to God, bro.
You dropped these folks' grandma.
I'm trying to move. I don't got good grip on grandma.
You had
a dead body.
You had to handle the
Bro, moving a dead body.
You had to handle the leg.
Gang, moving a dead body is one of the hardest things to do if you've never done it.
Killed grandma?
Grandmas are dead. No, this is what, no.
Bro, wait.
No. Let me
bro,
finish.
wait,
Let me finish.
You had to handle the legs, though,
Let me
bro.
finish, bro.
Go
I
ahead.
had her head. Let me finish, gang. Let me finish. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
Oh my God, you had grandma head, bro. What the
So
hell?
we go to move grandma, all right? Pick her up.
What?
Can't, bro, it's a hysterical environment. We trying to move quick, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get her out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the head. I'm trying to move grandma. My partner, he trying to move grandma. Boom, drop her one time, right? You hear people in the back, but you're trying to ignore the noise, right? Trying to ignore noise. So pick her up, right? So she's in the front row. I'm just locked in. I'm trying to get grandma.
I'm trying to do the
You
job.
know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my
like,
job.
do your job. Okay.
But I'm new to this. Yeah. And I'm little, bro. I'm skinny, you know what I'm saying? I ain't strong.
Grandma kind of heavy.
Grandma, a dead body is heavy. It don't matter how. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, boom, drop her. All right. We on carpet. Drop grandma on carpet. All right, boom. All right, let me lock in. Pick up. Get her on. Boom, boom. We on hardwood. Boom, drop her again. Drop her again. Gang, I dropped it twice, right?
You dropped that ass twice, bro.
I dropped it twice, gang.
Bro, on hardwood floor,
We
bro.
on hardwood floor this time.
Bro, so damn, bro. Some niggas in there now.
Look,
Some niggas in there now.
There's some niggas in there, right?
So what's going on?
So
What's
I
next,
go back
bro?
to pick up again. We get her right to the door. Boom, drop her again the third time. Now the third time.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. This is a movie, bro.
I see niggas in the back like, bro, what the? You know what I'm saying? I see a lady trying to hold them niggas in the back. Cause the third time they like, hey, bro, like,
hey, bro. So
bro,
you
you know what I'm saying?
Like, That's what that was like.
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh shit, let me just boom. So we got her on, right?
Bro, that is
finally got her back up. Now look, I'm telling you this story in slow motion, but it all happened fast as fuck.
Yeah.
We moving, bro. All right.
Oh,
so I'm telling you in slow motion, but imagine like boom, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
3 times drop there.
Damn, bro.
I can see the niggas in the corner of my eye, like starting to tweak, right? But I'm trying to be. I can't focus on them. I gotta focus on grandma, right?
Grandma.
Boom, get in the ambulance. They take her on. I didn't ride with them to the hospital.
You had to get another car?
Huh?
What you had to do? You went back to the station? You had another car or something?
Nah, so we'll have fire trucks and ambulances. So we put on ambulance. The ambulance crew took her on, right?
Man, that's funny, bro.
They got her back though.
She's alive.
Well, I don't know.
So grandma was dead. No, but grandma was dead.
Anybody in car crash is dead.
Okay.
So we got a post back, so she got alive, right?
It wasn't that bad then.
Gang, I feel like if I ain't dropped her them 3 times,
you really got her shit going when you dropped down.
Grandma might be concussed. You know what I'm saying? Grandma wake up with a mean ass headache, with the heart working though, gang.
That hardwood floor done.
Gang,
got her ass going.
You feel me?
Okay, you a lifesaver there, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
literally
lifesaver, bro. Real lifesaver, bro.
But Lord have mercy.
Damn,
bro. She might wake up with a crazy ass headache.
Her back gonna be hurting bad.
That head, gang. I had the head, bro.
Damn, bro.
Boom, dropped it. But yeah, that's probably the.
So after the first time, bro was like, "Hey, bro, let's switch." Bro did not.
It's moving fast, bro.
Yeah, it's moving. No, you right.
We just trying to like. You know what I'm saying? They you talk like not to freak out. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. You gotta.
It wasn't like I'm just picking up and dropping her. Like I'm picking up, we moving, boom, drop. It's like, okay, pick her back up. You know what I'm saying? It's happening fast, but it's.
But dog, that's even worse. Fast, 3 times fast.
I dropped it 3 times.
Boom, boom, like, dog.
Bro, yeah,
that is crazy work, man.
That was crazy, bro.
Oh man, that's a hell of a story, bro. That's a hell of a story, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we cool with that, man. Give us the rundown after some experience firefighting. Cool, you done seen some things, did some things, bro. How long were you working as a firefighter?
So I was a firefighter from 2018, and I retired in 2022.
Okay.
For about 4 years. I left the fire department to pursue paramedicine through the hospital. So I've been in the hospital ever since. So it's been about going on 4 years now.
What made you do that?
So, it was just, bro, the job is stressful. You know what I'm saying? It's hard on the body. Man, I had a crazy situation. I just felt like I wasn't getting paid my worth. Because as you move on, I stopped dropping people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting good now.
Okay.
And I went on to get my paramedic license. So I could be the lead when it comes to the medical side of things now, so I ain't doing compression dropping grandma. I'm in that, you know what I'm saying?
So
I'm telling them, hey, bro, do the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling them, but it's like when I got my paramedic, it just the type of work and the stress, working them 24 hours. Really, I wasn't even working 24 hours. I'm working 48 because to really make money in the fire department, you either got to work a bunch of overtime, or you got to have a different job. And I just ain't like that. The young me was not fucking with that. I wanted to be out, bro. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, do things.
Before we get too far off though, bro, how did you obtain your paramedic license? You know what I'm saying? How did you get that and what was that like?
I went through paramedic. I paid my way through paramedic school.
You had to pay paramedic school?
I pay, yeah. So they'll pay you to get your EMT license. Some departments do pay people to go to paramedic school. Mine didn't. They only required me to be an EMT.
But usually when you do those things, you have some kind of contract saying you have to be at this job for XYZ amount of time too, right? Okay.
So I had to sign a 2-year contract for the fire school and EMT school. If I was to leave, then they would say you had to pay whatever. But they only require me to be EMT at my department. But I'm like, nah, you could be a paramedic, but it wasn't required, right? And it comes with a raise to be a paramedic because you responsible for more things.
So how much was it for you to get your paramedic license?
How much I had to pay?
Yeah.
So I went through. I got a good deal. I only had to pay $1,500. I went through.
Oh, that's sweet.
But that's not regular. Like paramedic school.
What's regular then?
Like 4,000. 4,000.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time though, it's 4,000, right? That's all you paying, or you had to pay that because you had the EMT certification already?
Nah.
Me with nothing, bro, I could go pay 4,000 and go to this class.
Yeah, but you had to go to EMT school first. So that might be
a little more.
That might be 2,000.
I was just trying to compare it to somebody going to nursing school, because why would I go to nursing school and spend XYZ amount of money at this spot when I go to paramedic school?
The return on investment is way crazier
on paramedic
for nursing. So you might
when we
have.
say nursing, no, we talking about. I'm talking about LPNs, like we talking about RNs or what?
No, we talking about RNs. Okay, now I don't know about LPNs. I think like me, like at the hospital, me and the LPN, we probably make about the same.
Okay.
So I make good money, but like I ain't balling like the nurses.
One of the nurses, they told me like paramedics, y'all be knowing more than the LPN though.
Yeah.
But it's still like that's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In the hospital now, if I was on the trucks in the streets, then I probably would make a little bit more if I worked on the ambulance or something.
It was at the jail, the nurse told me that. So I'm thinking it's pretty universal then everywhere. But I guess very city, you know what I'm saying?
Like in the hospital I work at, I think the LPNs in the emergency room where I'm working at make about the same as I make. Mm-hmm. You know, so I guess it just all depends.
So that's cool. So $1,500, you got a deal on the paramedic license.
Yeah.
How long was paramedic school?
Paramedic was supposed to be 9 months, right? It's supposed to be an accelerated, fast-ass program. But when I went through paramedic school, it was going, all that COVID stuff was going on. So it extended it from 9 months to a year. So extended 3 more months.
Okay.
So a year paramedic school. Which is still accelerated. The traditional paramedic school says about $4,000 in tuition, and it's 2 years.
Okay.
The program is 2 years. Mine was 9 months, supposed to be, but it got pushed back to a year.
So what makes you want to go to paramedic school though?
More money.
Okay, it was just about the money at that point.
It's about the money at that point. I'm already doing the work. I might as well get paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So you get the paramedic license. You start working in the hospital then, right?
I get a paramedic. I started applying to different ambulance services. I was gonna continue. I thought I was gonna continue in the fire department because I'm already here. I'm like 4 years in. You know what I mean? I done built relationships. You know, I'm like my chief loves me. You know what I mean? But it's the pay. I thought I was gonna get a bigger pay increase, and it wasn't what I thought it was. So then I just started applying to different hospitals and ambulances. So it took me. I got my paramedic license in September of 2021. I got my first hospital job in January of 2022.
Okay.
So September. So it took me about 4 or 5 months before I started working in the hospital.
Okay, cool. So you start working in the hospital.
In January.
You're getting some more money now.
I'm getting more money.
What's after that?
Then I realized I could make more money just working more hours at the hospital than trying to work the hospital and at the fire department. And I have more time to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when I realized I wasn't gonna get the money I was looking for at the fire department, I retired in April of that year. So I got hired on at the hospital in January. 4 months after that, I retired from the fire department, and I've just been in the hospital ever since.
Okay, cool.
Because my goal was to go to nursing school. I was knocking out my prerequisites, all that for nursing school. So that's why I chose to work in the hospital. I'm like, let me just go and get a feel for the hospital life, you know what I'm saying? Which is way different from working in the fire department. Working in the hospital is way different. Way more money. You're dealing with more people. As a firefighter, I was like the highest. As a firefighter paramedic, or at least on the medical side, I was like the highest.
You that guy.
When you go to in the hospital, you got nurses that's higher than you, doctors that's higher than you. So it's
kind of different too.
It's way different. Going back to it's way different. You're dealing with more women. You're dealing with more entities. You know what I'm saying? So, I started to be a nurse. I was going the nursing route, and then I realized, like, damn, you know, as the man that I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't think nursing was going to be the route for me. So I then done away with the nursing, and I just been pursuing fitness now.
Cool stuff. So I think we're running out of time right now, but to end this video off, what would you like for the people to know about you before we take off?
You know, I'm Mr. Lockin, man. So I got all the medical things in my background, but I want to be known as a fitness guy. You know, so when I became a firefighter, I picked up a lot of weight. At my highest, I was 210, standing at 5'7", and then where I am now, I done lost a total of 41 pounds. So at my highest, I was 210. At my lowest, I was 169. I'm about 180 now. And I just want to be known as that guy that I can get a workout in, that can help me lose some weight. And now I'm building the muscle, so I want to be the guy that can help me lose some weight, help me build muscle, or just a whole lifestyle mindset change. Like, that's what I'm gonna be known.
So now that we covered pretty much who Lockin is and his background and all that, next interview we do is gonna be straight fitness, and we're gonna go over his where he's at right now, how he's training people, his routine, how he helps his clients, so on and so forth. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
For sure.